We sleep safely at night because rough men stand ready to visit violence on those who would harm us. Apologies to a two-term Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, Winston Churchill. And with that, I'd like to welcome you most sincerely to another episode of the MPF's flagship program on television, The Crime Busters. If this is your first time, this is the program where we bring you updates on the activities of the Nigerian police force geared towards the fulfillment of its constitutional responsibility of protecting lives and property. I am Desmond Nwachukwu, and this is Channels Television, Africa's most awarded broadcaster. I'll take a quick break right now. When I return, we'll get the program underway. Please stay with us.
My name is Olukayode Adeolu Egbetokun. I am the 22nd Indigenous Inspector General of Police, Federal Republic of Nigeria. I encourage you to keep watching Crime Busters.
It's Crime Busters.
All right, thank you so much for staying tuned. Last week, we brought you the news of the successful clearance operation carried out by operatives of the Nigerian police force in Kogi State. Earlier this week, we were in Kogi State on a usual fact-finding visit. One of the things we found out was that true to the words of IGP Kayode Adeolu Egbetokun, the police isn't backing down anytime soon. As we speak, battle-ready tactical teams have taken over all the forests in Kogi State. After a couple of days, we were able to track down in one of the forests in Abajana the commander of IRT, the gallant CP Mohammed Sanusi, who is actually leading this battle from the front. What he told us: the genesis of criminality in Kogi State as told by the state security advisor, as well as the various interventions made by the Nigerian police force, as revealed by the CP of Kogi Command, the CP Nasil Kankarofi, are contained in the next report.
It's Crime Busters. At the directive of IGP Kayode Egbetokun, the Nigeria Police Force is sustaining the success recorded during the recent clearance operation in Kogi State. You will recall that several arrests were made and tens of the bandits neutralized in that operation. IGP Egbetokun, in an exclusive interview with Crime Busters, vowed to sustain the war against bandits across the country. His words:
We are now ahead of them, and the operation hasn't stopped. We are going to continue until they are finally rooted out of the whole of the North Central. Of course, you know that the military had contained them to the northwest, and that's where the battleground is, but we won't allow them to spread out of the northwest. We'll still contain them and make sure that we'll defeat them finally.
This pronouncement of the IGP prompted our crew to visit Kogi State on a fact-finding mission. The visit revealed that the IGP had indeed made several deployments of tactical teams to Kogi State.
With the support from the IG, making available the police air wing to us, giving us technical platforms where technology has been embedded in our operations, with drones, with kamikaze drones, surveillance drones, and also with other auxiliary forces supported by the Office of National Security Advisor. We are able to give the bandits that are predominantly being pushed out from the neighboring states, we are now giving them a very, very good fight, both on the ground and on the air, in synergy with other security services, particularly the military. So you can see that people can now walk across the states without any fear.
The deployment of the IGP helicopter to Kogi State, we must continue to thank him. We must continue to appreciate him. Without that helicopter deployed here, the ground troops will not have been able to do anything, because they give us real-time surveillance ahead, coverage for the ground troops to move. So that operation, the assistance of the helicopter helped the state. And we are still in that operation.
For operational reasons, These teams are camped in different locations. Upon arriving at this particular base in Obajano, very conspicuous were some of their operational assets, which include armored personnel carriers, highly sophisticated drones, among many others deliberately not captured on camera. While some personnel were on standby at this base, others are occupying different forests in the state. It was in one of those forests that we engaged the fearless and gallant commander of IRT, CP Mohammed Sanusi.
What was the mandate given to you by the Inspector General of Police?
The mandates are very, very clear. Go there, stop them, disallow them from terrorizing, disallow them from picking anybody, and then clear them. Arrest those that allow themselves to be arrested, and so far so good. So far so well. We have been able to do just that. We've been here for about 2 weeks and up until today, not a single kidnap situation has happened in Kogi since we came in. Neither have they been able to ransack any community, nor were they able to pick anybody from any of the roads that traverses Kogi State as a whole. I think we are winning based on the mandate given to the Inspector General of Police.
The clearance operation that took place on January the 10th,
Yes,
memory serves,
10th January, yeah.
came to Nigerians as a surprise. And some people even assumed that the police just woke up from the slumber. Are you just waking up?
We have never been sleeping. What we needed was the requisite leadership, which we now have in the person of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Adiolu Lukayode Egbetukun, who has given us the mandate, and of course with the support of the federal government through the office of the National Security Advisor. We are able to achieve what we have achieved, and we are sustaining that until we clear them. We are taking the word to them. We've never been sleeping. We've been doing it, but it's just that we've been underreported. That's just the key word, being underreported. But now, we've taken the center stage, and we're ready to continue as we started.
For 2 weeks, you and your boys have been in this forest. What's the motivation?
The motivation is to ensure the safety of the common man and renew hope in them that the security forces are not sleeping. Therefore, we are motivated to prove ourselves by any means and ensure that we achieve that. And of course, to prove the relentless effort of the federal government through the Inspector General of Police. So we are being motivated, not monetary motivation, no, but the motivation of the will and the zeal to serve and protect the lives of the common man. That's our motivation.
Sibi, how much longer can you and your personnel go in this fight against crime and criminality in Nigeria?
We can stay here for as long as is needed. We will not give them space to reoccupy the space. We have occupied the space and we are here to stay until we have a stand-down order. When we are satisfied that they have no chances, no matter how little, to come back and occupy the space again.
As the leader of one of the most vibrant tactical teams in the Nigerian police force, what message are you passing to criminal-minded individuals around here and beyond?
Well, our message is simple, and the same message as the Inspector General of Police has always passed. There is no space for criminality. We are out. We are ready. We'll face them head on. My advice is they should surrender themselves before we get to them. Because when we get to them, there's no space for surrendering again. It means the war has started. And in a war situation, there is no space for negotiation on the battlefield. So we are ready.
The mapping that we have done on the state, we are able to identify all the various camps these criminal elements are staying. We have successfully identified all the routes, inlets and outlets, and we have mapped them and we are able to block them so far. And we have made it a point of duty that we will keep them running. We will never allow them to settle down, because it is when they settle down now they will be able to plan their nefarious activities. So that we have discovered, we will keep them running with the air support that we have from the force headquarters. Aerial surveillance is always going on. You hear our helicopters from time to time.
After that operation, peace and security have been restored. The people now sleep with their eyes closed.
I want to appreciate the Inspector General of Police for the step taken so far.
Our IG is somebody that will encourage you, that will give you enabling environment, and that's why what we are achieving today, despite the volume of challenges, look at the security situation that this present government inherited, yet the IG is making a lot of difference. This IG has made upward mobility seamless. You are promoted as at when do. We are highly motivated because the leadership is fair, is just. Even the members of the rank and file have never had it so good. Everybody's morale is very, very high. You have no doubt whatsoever that once it is time for you to be promoted, nothing will stop you from being promoted.
Insecurity in Kogi State used to be worse. At some point, Kogi State ranked among the most unsafe states in Nigeria. The State Security Advisor, a renowned broadcast journalist and retired naval officer, Commodore Jerry Omodera, provides for the background.
2011 and 2015, Kogi State witnessed 16 bank robberies within a frame of 4 or 5 years. ISWAP came in by that 2011-2012. The Deeper Life Church Okene was attacked on 7th of August 2011, in which about 19 people were killed. Boys move around to take out anybody. We equally had a situation where farmers and headers class within 2015, if you see the number of highway robbery witnessed in Kogi, is unprecedented, unacceptable to any government to operate with.
Today, following the consistent efforts of the police, supported by other security agencies, and backed by government commitment to the safety of lives and property in the state, security in Kogi State has improved tremendously as against the narrative propagated, often championed by naysayers, many of whom have never visited the state. While the IGP and his men continue to root out every form of criminality in our country, it is hoped that their sacrifices will be appreciated by those for whom they put their lives on the line.
Crime Busters.
There is a place where peace greets you at the gate, where every day feels like a retreat into paradise. The Mako Hall inspired gatehouse is rooted in culture and inspired by history. Yoruba ma wípé ìlera òun lòògùn ọrọ̀. Here, you can strengthen your body and refresh your soul at our modern mini stadium. The roads are smooth, the journey easy. And when it is time to dine, you will eat like royalty in a space made for celebration. This is more than an estate. It's a serene community filled with homes crafted with love and care. At West Park and Gardens, happiness isn't far away. It lives here, waiting for you.
Adron Homes.
Building cities, communities, and homes.
All right, thank you for staying tuned. Still Crime Busters on Channels Television. One thing you can't take away from IGP Kayode Adeolu Egbetokun is that he has in-depth understanding of his personnel and their capacities and capabilities. He knows who can do what at every given time and ensures that he places round pegs in round holes. And that is the reason the MPF is recording heartwarming breakthroughs across the country today. Now, the IGP is also extremely humble and knows how to accord respect to who respect is due. Now, you may not understand what I am saying until you see our interaction with the Chief Security Officer of Kogi State, His Excellency the Governor, Ahmed Usman Ododo FCA, another extremely humble and pleasant personality. Take a look.
The energy put in by the Inspector General of Police in the fight against criminality in Kogi State through strategic posting of experienced personnel, deployment of tactical teams, as well as operational assets is yielding results because, among other reasons, the government, led by Alhaji Ahmed Usman Ododo, appreciates the IGP's intervention as well as the sacrifices of police personnel and complements where and when necessary the massive infrastructure in the state, particularly in the area of road construction, has also contributed to the reduction of crime and criminality in Kogi State. Crime Busters' exclusive interview with Governor Ododo further reveals the impact of the synergy between the police and the government.
What effect did that clearance operation have on the security architecture of Kogi State?
IGP Kayode Adeolu is Ebetoku is excellently doing well. This is one person that call him 1,000 times, he will pick your call. There was a time he shot me around 2:42 a.m. when I was faced with serious attack. I called him one hand, he picked. Say, my governor, what is the matter? I said, please, I need a deployment. And of course, air support. Believe me, between that time and 4 a.m., he deployed not less than 800 men to Kogi State. By 7 a.m., the air support is already here, helping us to fight these criminals. That is one. Two, he has brought innovation into policing. Training is ongoing everywhere, you can attest to it. And recently, he has been working so hard, and Mr. President has graciously granted that approval through the neck by making sure that each state have an upgraded or maintained the police training school. This is a milestone. It has never happened as far as this country is concerned. We appreciate Mr. President and we appreciate the IGP. His own thinking, I respect him. Let me tell you, I respect him. When he was to change my CP, honestly speaking, I was shocked. He called me, said, my governor, something is coming up. Please, can you release your CP? That is CP Miller Dantawaye. Release him for me. If you need him, I can still return him back, but we are having issues currently that I want him to come on. I said no. I dragged with him. At a point, I told myself, I said, no, this man has respected me enough as a leader. He can just do it without even consulting me. I called him back. I said, my brother, thank you for this recognition. Please, get me somebody like him because that man is wonderful. And of course, he said, don't worry, I will send you somebody that probably you may not want to allow me to shake. And today, I am proud to say that CP Bello Kankarofi is doing excellently well. Is coordinating within the sister agencies. They are managing themselves. They work in synergy. The result we are enjoying today is a product of understanding and synergy teamwork. The clearance operation that is ongoing is working very well. And if you are privileged to have a field or any opportunity for you to stumble on the intercept, you know that the state is hot for them. And let me tell you, we have birthed them, the security agencies. Last 2 weeks, IG sent down over 1,200 police officers, gallant officers, completely because our resources must work for us. The influx of criminals to Kogi State was not because we are not doing what we are supposed to do. It was because Kogi State is so blessed with numerous mineral deposits. That has never worked for us because in the past, some, not all of them, some of our political leaders neglected what God has given us. Here, we have over 32 mineral deposits, ranging from coal, gold, lithium, beryl, beryllium, iron ore, limestone, Vespa, name them. We have them in commercial quantity. And let me shock you, Kogi State is the only state in the northern part of this country that has been adjudged and approval has been given as an oil producing state. Go to Ibaji. But it has never worked for us. Go to Basa. I'm just laying this foundation for you to know the reason why we are facing this issue of insecurity here in Kogi State, because some of it is political.
So far in 2 years, with all of these situations you've been having, what has this government in particular done?
Security is, I can say, it's a business of everyone, not only those in uniform.
Correct.
We have provided so many logistics, ranging from provision of vehicles, provision of motorcycles, provision of even offices. We build quick response office for our people so that whenever there is any issue, we want an immediate action for them to respond quickly. The office is well equipped. That is one. Two, we procure buffalo. And that buffalo has helped a lot, because if I show you pictures, when we confronted your men, confronted with them in Isanluesa, without that buffalo, by now we'll be counting hundreds of thousands of casualties. But that buffalo were protected, were fortified. They destroy about 9 out of 21. We are still making sure that once we get resources, we will buy more. That is another area. Secondly, in terms of welfare, you can ask the CP. I will not tell you that one. We are trying our best in complement to what federal government under the office of IGP is doing. And we are working together. And yesterday, we just launched some drones, because we are now moving from analog, because we need to protect our men. We're now moving from analog to digital. And what they saw yesterday, you can ask them. People were shocked that they never believed this can happen. And I can tell you, go and ask. The most latest drone, combat drone, as far as this country is concerned, is being owned by us. We launched it yesterday. This is a drone that can carry at least 4 explosives. That is one. It can supply logistics to our men in the bush. It can supply medical supplies. It can move as far, minimum of 50 kilometers. And during rainy season or hazy, that is even the best atmosphere for the drone to work very well. It was displayed yesterday and everybody was marveled. So we are doing our best and we are not going to relent. So we are working well and we are trying our own best. There are so many other things that we have done that ordinarily we don't need to say it in the public.
Think comfort. Think community. Think legacy. Think Adrian Homes. Think flexible payment. Think Lemon Friday. Think housing. Think Vidco Housing Series. Think land. Think Adrian Homes and Properties. Adrian Homes.
Building cities, communities, and homes.
As I always say, whatever has beginning will certainly have an end. We've come to the end of yet another episode of Crime Busters. But before we go, it's important for me to appreciate most sincerely the 22nd Indigenous Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Adeolu Egbetokun, PhD, MPM, for his encouragement and endless support for this program. CSP Benjamin Hudeyin is the first public relations officer, and his office supervises this production. First PRO, thank you. Adron Homes and Property, I must thank you as well for your interest in the security of our country. Just as I must say to CP Nasir Kankarofi, you're not only a professional, you're also loyal to the force and to the IGP. Well done. On behalf of the entire production crew, I must thank very sincerely His Excellency the Governor of Kogi State, Alhaji Ahmed Usman Ododo, for making us very comfortable in Kogi State. Let me confess, Kogi is indeed the place to be. Until we'll come your way again next week with another wonderful package, remember that it's important and advisable that you stay on the side of the law because it pays to be law abiding. I am Desmond Majuku. God bless Nigeria.